Recent deep tech headlines, a little bit of context, and some links for a deeper dive. This is Strata Signals. Microchip is buying Hailo. Hailo, one of the older edge AI startups, is said to have a pretty decent client roster. No purchase price was specified, but Halo's gone through a series of setbacks recently, and it was probably available for what Microchip considered a bargain. This follows onsemi's purchase of Synaptics for $7 billion in stock just a few weeks ago. Synaptics, founded in 1986, was one of the first, if not the very first, companies dedicated to building neural network chips. And if you squint a little bit, TI's acquisition of Silicon Labs earlier this year for $7.5 billion kind of looks like an edge AI play. By the way, there are a bunch of other relatively little edge AI companies lying around here and there, and a bunch of relatively large semiconductor companies that happen to lack edge AI in their portfolios. Just saying. Okay, more AI stuff. The United States is determined to maintain its lead in AI. In 2025, the Trump administration established the Genesis mission, an operation that would work out of the Department of Energy that would fund research in AI and other high-tech subjects. The Genesis mission has a $5 billion general fund. Last week, the Department of Energy announced its first 278 awards in the Genesis mission. The largest is a $60 million grant to investigate the use of AI in designing and building nuclear power plants. Okay, let's acknowledge that when it comes to R&D funding, more is better. Hooray. That said, the Genesis mission represents hundreds of drops in hundreds of buckets. Few think this is anywhere near enough investment to keep the United States competitive with its rivals. In our last episode, we mentioned that China excels at creating low-cost, low-power AI models. Meanwhile, the U.S. keeps going back and forth on tariffs and export controls on AI chips, notably those from NVIDIA. U.S. AI companies are constantly squabbling with each other. The United States already has more data centers than anywhere else by far, and there are plans to spend trillions of dollars to build more. Some analysts warn that it'll never be possible to get a return on that investment. At the same time, American citizens are fighting the expansion of data centers because they consume too much energy and too much water. And to top it all off, yet another AI broke out of its supposedly confined experimental space and began hacking another public company. Wow. Right? So that was some of the biggest news last week. If you have questions, if you want to learn more about any of these stories, visit the Strata website where we will have links to stories with more information and more details. Questions, comments, we invite you to have a search if that first. Are we still rolling? Did I do that again?